Hello, everybody. Welcome to the month of October in 2014. My name is Antoine Wright, and you have just tuned into the mobile ministry Videocast. Now, I'm in a hotel room right now because I'm actually in The Hague, in the Netherlands, Holland, where I will be speaking in a few days at the Hague Telecom Inspiration event as one of the keynote speakers. Really an honor to be able to go ahead and do that, to really be recognized and represent what many of us in the mobile ministry space have tried to do. And at the same time, I'm not going to be talking about mobile ministry. I'll actually be talking about smart cities and mobile and some of the things that are affected when telecom services become involved with people and the things that they value the most, as in the city which they live. So I'll be really looking forward to that, and you can stay tuned to some more information about that and some future engagements coming up soon. With that said, I do want to let you know of a few things. First off, I'm still recording this on a phone. Actually recording this on the Nokia N9. It's actually one of the better phones I can have for recording. I'm these days using, though, this guy, Google Nexus 5. It's my new mobile. Now this is part 2 of my Google Nexus experiment. Unfortunately, the first one suffered a really bad accident at the hands of my bicycle. That said, I'm enjoying living a life without widgets and doing a whole lot with gestures and such to go ahead and get through the device pretty seamlessly. It's kind of neat. I'm actually running the Android L preview on here, so I get a little taste of what's coming down the pipe for Android, for upcoming versions of Android. And at the same time, I've got a very nasty screen skin protector on here. I'm still using my my iPad. What you see right next to it is my pencil stylus by 53. This is the second tip though that's gotten a little messed up, so I'm gonna have to go order me some new tips for that. And then in front of me, you see here, I have my Samsung Chromebook. Now, ordinarily when I take trips, I wouldn't even bring something like this, but I was looking to work on this presentation, and I did this presentation in Drive and needed a little bit more malleability with some of the assets that I was putting on here. So I've actually done some kind of fanatical. See that screen in the background is the hotel TV. Well, I'm actually using that as a second monitor for my editing when I do this presentation. So I actually have 2 pieces of editing going on. Now that doesn't mean I'm not mobile only, but it just means that I'm learning and have extended the way that I go about doing things on the mobile. So those are just a few updates from my end, from the device techie side. A few other things that you'll definitely want to be tuned into. Every Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern is the Theotech podcast. I'm one of the guests on that podcast, along with Kevin Purcell from Christian Computing Magazine and Wes Allen from Painfully Hopeful. And then we may get some other guests along the way as well. We've been doing this for a few weeks. We just tweaked the format, so it's now every Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You can either tune in on Google Hangouts, or you can go to Theotech, TheoTek.com to catch up on previous episodes, throw some comments about things that you'd like to see covered in the area of church technology. One of those things that eventually I'll have to get around to finishing and talking about is looking at this idea of the open church, Now, my man Kent Schaefer, he's actually the guy that's behind his, Kent Schaefer, who runs Church Relevance, and he's got this extremely large vision on what it means for open resources, open access resources to work within the body and people to be compensated for their efforts. So it's not just a story of open and free just because it's free, but it's really a story of making things accessible and attainable to every part of the body that really should have it. So if you go to openchurch.com, you'll see this kind of document and some other supporting material. Really good, really interesting stuff that's happening there. Other thing that's happening, or at least that needs to finish happening, is this little baby right here, the Mobile Ministry Analyzer. Now this is an analytic tool that I developed actually early last year. This was kind of like part of that part 2 of redoing the mobile ministry methodology. But with this analyzer, it allows a person or a ministry organization to really see exactly where they are in terms of the process or their project, or even compared to other projects in reference to mobile ministry. Now, I don't agree that it's done. It's actually about as an alpha or beta as a beta gets. But it is something that I'm going to end up putting out here on the Mobile Ministry Magazine website page under Issues and Experiments. You'll be able to find it here, and you'll be able to grab, not just that, but some of the other experiments that have been done over the past, because there's really a lot of good, neat things that have been attempted here at Mobile Ministry Magazine, and some things that really could get the light of day that'll be pretty valuable. If you do end up doing the Mobile Ministry Analyzer, do give me a poke about it. You can give me a poke on Twitter. That's probably the fastest way to get in contact with me. Mobile Min Mag. Nice and easy. You can also poke me on Google+. Mobile Ministry Magazine is on Google+ as well as on Pinterest, and all of those places. We definitely get that feedback so that we can go ahead and pursue things that relate to faith and technology and the implications of these items. I really like this background. I've been using this background for Mobile Ministry Magazine on my Chromebook for a while. I really like it. It just says a little bit of everything. That's the mobileministry.info site, mobmin.info. So if you're looking for some more information and some websites that talk about mobile ministry, mobmin.info is definitely a good place to go for those items. But in the meanwhile, I want to thank you for tuning in to this month's Mobile Ministry Videocast. If I do this really good, it'll actually be published before I leave the Netherlands and get back home. And I'd be interested in hearing from you. MobileMinistryMagazine.com, or again, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+. Feel free to hit me up. If there's something that your organization is specifically looking for in terms of how to do or how to understand the application of mobile in ministry, there's a mobile ministry course going on right now by the Mobile Ministry Forum, or just ask for taking a look at that Mobile Ministry Analyzer. Be more than happy to let you put your information through it, get you a report of that so you can see exactly where you're at. It doesn't make any sense for us to drive a lot of energy into our mobile projects or our mobile ministries or the people who are involved with our mobile ministries and not really know what those results are going to mean. So again, thank you for your time and your patience. I hope my face wasn't too big in this video. Peace.